So I'm fully aware people have fetishes. People have fantasies. They like to try to live out their fantasies at some point. And I can never judge anybody for their fetishes because I'm pretty sure everybody in the world has them. But I've only heard about this. I've never seen it in real life. This dude likes furries. If you don't know what a furry is, I guess it's just somebody who dresses up as some type of animal or a fantasy animal. This dude obviously lost his friends for it as well. Just weird.
This is Demetrius. He fell in love with Jade, a furry. But Demetrius wasn't too fond on being with a furry.
I know that the furry fandom is something new.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
To him.
It's kind of like looking at a dog.
And we're judged online because we make adult content with fursuits.
Whoa.
He's a dog. He's attracted to animals.
They use litter box.
Oh. Being attracted to animals it's
Bark, eat out of a dog bowl.
And since Jade introduced him to the furry world, he has dealt with some consequences.
And this is a very pretty woman, but he prefers the animal head over her face.
Friends, I don't really have any left from them finding out.
Today, they're breaking some news to his last friend.
Why?
Furry is paying our bills because we're doing OnlyFans.
This is our room. I call it the dungeon. It's where we film all of our adult content in here.
It should be called the kennel.
No. And usually I let my subscribers pick what kind of content we do for the week. I'm Jade, and this is my partner, Demetrius. And we're judged online because we make adult content with fursuits. I was in high school.
Bro, man, they are almost relationship goals because the fact that they are just so comfortable with each other and they can just accept them for who they are. Like, could you imagine you trying to date somebody and they're like, yeah, I have a strong attraction to animals. Are you willing to dress up as an animal? Like, would you? Like, you know?
So I got my first fursuit, I think it was 2020 when I graduated. Furries are just cosplayers. This is Velvet, she's a wolf dog. I was really shy in high school growing up, and these characters give me a different personality and it makes me put myself out there more. I see myself.
Wow, I never thought of it like that. I bet she goes to a bunch of Comic-Cons, both of them. Like some type of Comic-Con or whatever the hell.
As a extension when I have my fursuit on.
I'm about to tell my boyfriend I'm a furry, so we're gonna see his reaction.
A fursuit? What the hell's a fursuit?
Furries?
And you're just now telling me.
Yeah, I thought you wouldn't care.
I lived.
God, can we stop with this cringe ass set up content? These unbelievable skits. They're obviously not. Jeez, it makes me cringe.
I was having a furry party at my first apartment about a year ago.
Yeah.
And I'm not very keen on the whole furry fandom thing. At least I wasn't. I didn't want to go out. I was stuck in my room. There was a bunch of furries in my apartment. People that are just odd that I didn't want to hang out with very much. And she kind of forced her way into my room, but in a nice way. Like, you know, she didn't take no for an answer, in the best way possible. Had a couple drinks, talked for a few hours, and then I think it was the next week we went on our first date.
Demetrius.
That's so cool, man. Their own little community. Like, it's so cool. I just don't understand how you lose friends because of what you like. That's almost saying you got a best friend and you find out that this person's gay. Are you not cool with this guy no more? Or girl, like, y'all been friends for freaking years and now he's gay. You don't want to be friends anymore? That's weird.
Is very patient with me. I know that the furry fandom is something new to him.
I mean, it's kind of like looking at a dog, but getting used to awkward moments for sure. But it's like a version of her, but it's still Jade. She's in there.
Yeah.
When we moved into our first apartment, we realized how expensive rent was.
He's
and
very
how expensive
understanding.
just living in general was. So I told him about how there is a couple other furry creators that do adult content, and I was like, because I've already spent so much money on it, I would say think over, what do you think?
Over $25,000.
$25,000. And I was like, why not make money off of the items that I own now? And
Problem solved. Did not know people made actual content like that. But, you know, there's a market for everything, bro. It's amazing.
Slowly got into it, and it took him a while to like really understand what it was.
Wow.
And accept that we would be doing adult content online.
I'd say it doesn't really change our intimate life that much. I mean, of course, during content, she might be wearing a fursuit.
Always wearing one, yeah.
I just gotta remember it's her behind it and not the mascot.
And that doesn't mean I act like a dog, all right? Pretty normal, it's not weird, guys. It's really not weird.
I feel happy at the fact that she found somebody so accepting of who she is. And that's great. Like, hands down, that's just great.
I'd say what I was most unsure about at first was just response, how people would react, family, friends, you know, work. Because, you know, things get around nowadays. Everyone talks about everything online.
You're posing?
That is...
Everything that social media paints them to be, a lot of it's not true. Weird, they use litter boxes, they bark, they eat out of a dog bowl. The majority, or at least Jade, the people I've introduced or been introduced to, have been pretty good. I think
Like, they're just regular people. They just like to do things that you have no interest in doing. And then we gotta stop worrying about other people's opinions. You know, if you like putting on fursuits and stuff, it is what it is. I'd put on a freaking Naruto suit and go to Comic-Con if I could, if I knew where they were, if I did more research too, but you know.
I think it's harmless. I have fun with it. I like making sure she's got content for her social media platforms and taking pictures. I'll even throw the fursuit on for a couple videos just because, you know, people like it. It gets views.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely still attracted to Jade when she's in the fursuit, but I'm not attracted to the mask she's wearing. I'm attracted to the woman inside of the mask because that's who I fell in love with. How we deal with the judgment from our dynamic is we capitalize from it.
It's just boosting it more for us, and it benefits us greatly. So I'm
Exactly.
like, keep going, keep commenting. I love it.
It's literally paying our rent.
Just take the negative and just run with it, because it's still, you know, interactions that you need. So if you could turn a negative into a positive, it's gonna freaking hit every time, never fails.
All furries should be burned at the stake. I'd be mad too if my girlfriend was only worth $6 a month. Well, actually it's 12, so.
We get comments like, he's a dog, I'm attracted to animals, I am not. Or he's attracted to animals because I wear my fursuit and obviously we do adult content in it. Not true.
Dating a furry who's an OnlyFans girl has to be a fate worse than death.
So at first when I
It
started
just be
posting on social
hating
media,
ass people.
I had a few breakdowns from the comments, people calling me names, people body shaming me. But what really matters is when the support comes in from him and he helps me, he's there for me, you support me through everything.
Yes.
I'd say if anybody that judges our relationship, look at yourself first.
Because we fine over here. We good over here, you know? Worry about yourself, because we're fine over here. I like that. I like that.
You see two people that are happy.
People
Ooh,
react to
hate
me
it.
in a very negative way in public. When teenagers come up to me, they'll be barking at me from across the street or yelling something very negative across the street. But when you see like a little
Well,
kid with their parents,
that's just a part of
usually the
life.
parents will smile at me and the kid will want a picture. So it can go either or sometimes.
Yeah.
You made that kid what?
Cry.
Oh, I thought that... That scared the hell out of me. I thought my daughter was in here.
Friends, I don't really have any left from them finding out. The concern they had it mostly was just immaturity, not wanting to do their own research, just listening to what they've been brainwashed into believing is true. But
Yeah.
I realized is that the people that are no longer in my life because of our life, I don't want in my life anyways. My friend Cade's coming
Right.
over. And
Man, Demetrius, oh no, Cade. This dude better not be a butthole, I'm gonna tell you. He looks like he likes furries anyway, right?
we're gonna talk to him about our relationship, see how he feels. He actually stuck around through everything after.
Yeah, because it doesn't pertain to
allowed
him
to
at
be with
all.
him.
I had some questions, I mean, obviously, because I don't know why. I'm just like I'm on the outside of this.
Yeah.
Just stuff like, what is it like? What is it, do you think it might be different than being in a regular relationship?
Yeah, I mean, it is different because, you know, he obviously wasn't a furry before. He still isn't, but I include him in a lot of my content, obviously. You enjoy it, right?
Yeah, it's fun.
Man, every time you go into a relationship, you're going to expect some type of change within yourself, within the partner that you go into the relationship with. And you just kind of accept it, especially if you really like that person. It doesn't matter what extreme, because I am a legit goofball. I don't even know how my woman deals with me. if she could deal with my goofy ass, I'm sure other people could deal with somebody liking to dress up. Like, who cares? It's almost like a woman putting on makeup every time she wakes up. This man has to wake up and see a different person in front of his eyes every day. So, you know.
But it's just day to day now. It's made it work.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So how long do you plan on like being a furry, or not really just being a furry, but actually actively dressing?
I want to save and invest and hopefully quit in 10, 20 years maybe. You know, I never know.
Furry is paying our bills and then some because we're doing OnlyFans with it
Yeah.
together.
And it makes good
Girls thinking like, dang, I'm trying to figure out what their username is because I'm into that.
money.
It does really good,
Yeah.
surprisingly. So we turned it into at least my full-time job.
I honestly think it would be like dumb of us to not do the OnlyFans for, you know, at least another year or two, because like what it's making just in the first few months is absurd.
Yeah.
It's like more than most people make in a year.
At this point, you're convincing me.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, buddy. Let me tell you, man, the times have freaking changed, bro. Because sex freaking sells. People have fetishes, and you can capitalize off people's fetishes and make some money. And let me tell you, if you have the confidence to do it and you're going to get on the camera and post some content, do it. You might get paid.
Now, if it's making money, you got to do it sometimes.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do. You're just moving up, and all you're doing is going up. You guys are working together. You guys are growing together. It's an amazing thing to see. It's really cool. She's always supporting you, and I like that.
Honestly, it's just helping us grow together. We work together, we learn together, we create together. It's great.
We're both very patient with each other and very accepting no matter what. And I do eventually want to buy you a fursuit.
Yes.
I'm like excited. I'm gonna make him dress up with me.
See, I love it. I love it. Especially if you can just crush your own boundaries and just, you know, do whatever. The fact that people can step out of that boundary, like that stereotype, and actually do what they want. Because I'm sure this guy never thought he'd be dating somebody who's a furry, you know? And the fact that he can accept it is just, dude has like good, like his insides are good, you know? It's like, that's still my woman. She just likes things that I don't really like, but now I'm learning to like them. So good on that dude. Good on her, because she found somebody that can, you know, that F's with her for real. And I like it. He doesn't judge her for being a furry because he used to be a furry. He gave up because everyone started to dislike him due to his actions. Yeah, right? Because he had a furry party. So maybe he was contradicting a little bit. I'm a furry. This is Jade, the Fur and Dime. They're very problematic in the fandom. The guy, Dime, was a furry, then got canceled, so he left. They'll do anything for clout. Did I miss something? This dude sold his fursuit and denied being a furry when people started calling him out for for being a POS. Wow. He did say he had a furry party. So everybody in the comments is basically saying he's a POS because he used to be a furry. Then people started judging him. He left. But, you know, the girl that he's dealing with is kind of bringing him back into that world, making him comfortable again to like express what he likes. Because at the end of the day, you got to live with yourself. Somebody in my comments told me that the other day, and I'm freaking rocking with that. At the end of the day, you have to live with yourself. So don't be one of those people who grows up, dies, or is about to die and is like, dang, I wish I would have did this. Like, just freaking do it. Just freaking do it, man. Anyways, that's the end of the video, man. Love yourself, love your family, love your wife, love your husband, your dogs, your furry girlfriend / boyfriend, and drink some water. It's good for you.